So got the 96 back together, got the head gasket fixed. It's running right now. I got HP tuners hooked up, just monitoring it, just seeing how everything's looking. This was something I was concerned about. The transmission always felt like it was lagging, like it was going into second gear, but it seems to be okay. We got no misfires. Let's see what else we looking at here. Voltage looks good. Oil pressure, oh well, it's not plugged up. Well, it is plugged up. Why won't I know oil pressure? Okay, I think it's just not reading, but it's definitely running a lot better. We actually got a good nice idle. Doesn't look to be okay. Just adding a little timing, but everything else looks good. So I'm gonna get some gas to put in it. I'm not gonna drive it to the gas station. I'm just gonna go get some gas for it, and try to get it hooked up, but it's running. Ooh, she's gonna need some more coolant. Everything else looks good. That's what's up. All right, so this car is back together. Runs beautifully. It's smooth, idles good. It's not overheating anymore because I didn't plug the fans in. So now it runs at a steady 201, between 198 and 201 degrees. And I let it run for a while and it didn't go higher than that. So I'd say she's dialed. Next thing we're doing now, I took the wheels off, took them up to the tire shop. They're swapping the tires over because the tires were backwards. They're directional bound speed sweeps, and they were sweeping the wrong way. So got them up at the tire shop. They're fixing them for me. Harry's here. You guys finally get to meet Harry. Say hello, Harry.
Hello, YouTube.
So Harry's been working on this rear main for me. So figured out what I did wrong. So on the oil pan gasket in the back where it bolts to this is the one-piece rear main seal that comes on the LT1s. These two metal rivets are in the actual gasket. So they sit right in here.
Wrong end.
Yeah, so they sit right in there. So you see they already come with them. So when I replaced it, these pieces were actually stuck to here on the rear main. So when I put the new pan gasket on, it doubled up on this and didn't make a good seal. So once he took it apart, we found that. So we're gonna put the new seal in anyway. Might as well since we got it out. New pan gasket, and that should fix the leak. Like I said in the other video, this car is actually gonna stick around for a little while. We're putting full suspension kit on it and doing a mild audio build. He's already got door speakers. He's supposed to be getting a radio and sending it to me, and then I actually sold him the old setup, the 2 amps that were in my Impala, plus some subs that I had, some Memphis subs, because I'm going big on my setup. So right now I got to work on the shift linkage on this. It doesn't go into park. It keeps when you put it in park, the lever says park, but the car goes in reverse. So it's got a 4L80 in it. It was fixed. I mean, I took it to a shop, and they actually had, when they did the exhaust and did the drive shaft angle, they actually fixed that. So I don't know what between the time it was gone and when it came back, what changed, but she won't go in park, and now she drives really nice. Once they get done with the wheels and tires, I'm gonna slap them on there and take it for a real rip, like up the road, and really drive it, because I've actually never been able to really drive this car since I did the swap. So we'll get to working on this and try to get the shift linkage done. Once that's done, I mean, it'll be pretty much ready to go, except for a few cosmetic things. I'm gonna clean it up, clean the wheels up real nice, you know, give it a good detail and a wash, put a radio in it, and just get it where the customer can just get in and drive. You know, he can get in and drive it today and there's no issues. So that's how I'm gonna get it before I deliver it. And if I may actually drive it down there to him. He's down probably about 45 minutes from me. So I may drive it and may put it on the trailer and then drive it a little bit down the street. We'll see what happens. But it's coming along well. It's driving better than it ever has. I took the cam, it had a really big cam in it, and I took that cam out and we put a stock cam back in it. The old heads were trash, so I put new heads on it. It's got, you know, good valve springs and new seals and all that good stuff. So she runs mint. Put the high output alternator back on it, because this actually was the alternator that was on the car when we built it, but it was no good, so I sent it back to the company. They rebuilt it, sent it back. It's a JS alternator, so it's on there ready to go. Got the power steering pump pulley on, everything's good there. Actually lined up the pulleys a little better, so she's pretty much ready to go. So gonna get working on this shift linkage, and maybe I'll show you guys how I fix that, and we'll go from there. Well, got the wheels back on. Now they're going in the right direction. Put the car back in the garage. So I figured out the shifter cable issue. It wasn't the angle of the shifter. The cable's actually broken at the bottom, so I got to try to find a shifter cable for that. I called Ivan, he didn't have one, so I got to try to find one somewhere, because one going to park, it just kind of stays in drive or reverse or whatever gear you had it in. So this is mainly an Impala channel. This is 90% of the time what I'm working on is an Impala. You know, the other video I was working on a Cruise. Every once in a while I get an oddball vehicle to work on. So my boy Marvin pulled up on me today in this friggin' behemoth of a vehicle, because the brakes were grinding. And I used to do fleet work for Amazon, and I used to fix these all day. That's all they had. So I was doing brakes and oil changes and shocks and pinion seals and tune-ups and all kinds of crap on these big box trucks. Now, I'm a Chevy man, I'm a GM man. I love GM vehicles. That's normally what I drive, except for my Mercedes, which is the one oddball. When it comes to these trucks, the GM ones suck. I'll show you what I mean. So when I was working for Amazon and doing fleet work for them, they had Fords and they had Chevys, or GMCs. So with these GMCs, to change the brakes and the rotors, the brakes aren't too bad. You just take the caliper off like you normally would, and it's a regular brake job. Pretty simple. The hard part about these is doing the rotor. So the rotor's here. This is your hub assembly, and then this is your axle. The axle goes all the way in. It's a full floating axle. It's probably a 14 bolt or something like that on these big trucks. It's a 3500. With the Fords, it's pretty cool. It's just it got the same type of setup, but there's bolts in here that bolt the so you pull this all out as an assembly. You got to pull the axle out, pull the whole axle out, and then you can pull this off as an assembly, unbolt the rotor from the hub, and then bolt the new one in and put it back together. GM, on the other hand, these wheel studs are actually what hold these two pieces together. So to get them out, you got to hammer these out, separate this from the rotor, and then press these back in to get them in. And it is a pain in the ass. So the other side's grinding, so I have to change both rotors, which sucks. Actually, I may get away with just changing one. I may just change the pads on this side since the rotor is getting so much work. It's not one of those I might as well type deals, so I may just do the one side since it's grinding and then just change both pads and we should be good. We'll see. It's a lot of work and I hate doing it. So I'm just waiting on AutoZone to come with the parts now, and I let Marvin take my truck and go get something to eat. So hopefully they'll be here soon so I can go ahead and get the pads changed on this side. And on the other side, I'll do the rotor and everything. I don't think I'm gonna replace this rotor because actually I did these rotors on this truck last year when I had Marvin's car. He dropped the truck off and I did them. These rotors are in great condition. So I think I'm just gonna do the pads on this side and I'll change the rotor on the other side because it's so much work. Like, it's such a bitch. It's a pain. So hopefully they get here soon so I can go ahead and get this knocked out, and we'll be good to go. All right, man, we got done. Brian Tooley Racing Stage 2. So we got done with this thing. It was a pain, of course, but we got it done. See the plethora of mess of parts everywhere and everything.
Right there?
Yeah, I'm filming, but you know, what do you want?
Do your thing.
No, what you need?
I need a 13 millimeter, and I think it's over there.
Let's see what we got.
But I'm trapped under this exhaust.
You need a short?
I don't care.
Here you go.
I just need
All right. Got it done. Marvin over here admiring the horsepower.
Yes.
Just a
I
five.
will be getting an engine.
It's just a 5.3. Ain't nothing special.
No, I want a 6.0.
We get you a 6.0.
But I guess you're right. I think I need to get the engine and the transmission that's already together. It makes it a lot easier.
I mean, it don't really matter. My engine and trans didn't come together.
Yeah, but look how your shit run though.
It runs great.
Oh yes, we're on film. Your stuff, yeah, it runs really great.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all thought Torian was bad. This guy. I'll fire my shit up right now.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want nothing messing up.
Wake the hope. See, now I gotta.
No, that thing's too loud. We don't want it. Everything's fine.
It set off the.
Everything's fine.
It set off the smoke alarms. I don't even think the key's in it anyway.
I see you got a chameleon paint job. It's a black, gray, DCM.
Oh, he clowning.
I'm saying. We'll know it's you.
Let's get the reaction. Baby already up.
Nah, we're waking the baby.
She's up now.
Okay, what did you do to it? I know you took something off of it, huh?
Took what off of it?
To make it so loud.
No. It's just,
Something's not.
I got the exact same exhaust that I had when it had the LT in it.
That's impossible.
Same X pipe, same muffler, same everything. The only difference
There we go.
from the LT in this motor, of course it's an LS, but I have long tube headers. But I already had no cats. I got no resonators. It's just X pipe mufflers.
Let me ask a question. Why do you shit on the LT1 so bad?
Cause they trash.
Stop.
They only made them for 4 years for a reason, Marvin. 4 years they made them.
And how good it pumps air is how good it'll make power. And then LS's, they just flow better.
Oh, you put a new radiator on here?
No, that's just the cover. And an LT could never look this sexy in here.
I don't know about that.
Look at this. Look at this.
Wait a minute. You've been in Chicago with me. You've seen them LT1. Those some LT1s look nice.
They all had LSs. Damn, my belt's still fucking coming off. I gotta figure that shit out, man.
It wouldn't happen with the LT1.
I mean, probably not. It didn't happen when I had the LT, but something's out of an alignment, so I gotta figure that out.
Yeah, it sure is. Look, it's definitely, and it's, and it's splitting right there too.
Oh, I know. I've been having this issue since I did the swap, and I haven't been able to figure out why. I've adjusted the alternator, I've moved stuff around, and still doing the same thing. So I'm fucking...
It's mad because you put another engine in there.
That's all right. We can figure it out.
It's mad because you put another engine in there.
We gonna figure it out.
With the LT1.
Hell no. I gotta figure it out. It might be the tensioner.
It's even like that. I'm telling you.
It might be the tensioner. I don't know. I gotta figure that shit out though, because that shit is irritating.
You making me think about doing the LT one up and just saying, see,
Well, go ahead.
nothing wrong with the LT one.
The only
I enjoyed you torturing Ray.
see how they do me.
Hey, come on, man. I didn't do what else to do.
Fucking Torian. That's number 2 of 246 right there. ATL Inc. crew. I don't hear no grinding. All right. Now that that ordeal is over, time to do some cleaning. It's snowing, but that don't stop the workflow. We got a delivery. Impala getting dropped off. It don't stop. Yep. All right, y'all. Well, it's super early in the morning, so about 6 o'clock. No Ray Jr. today. I appreciate all the comments on the video of my son. We used to go to car shows together all the time, but he discovered Call of Duty. So, but he's with grandma today, so the wife was supposed to come with me, but it's 6 a.m. on a Sunday, so she stayed in. So I'm at Quick Trip by my house. Just had to get some water, really, and I may top the tank off. It's about a half, but this thing isn't really accurate, so I may top the tank off real quick, and we'll head to Caffeine and Octane, get some good footage there. So we finally made it to Caffeine and Octane. I'm recording right now. So when I left the house, when I left Quick Trip, it started snowing. So I did the right thing and went back to bed. And then a couple of my people hit me up, said they was out here. So got here kind of late. This is the latest I've ever got here. It's like 10 something, but we out here. Parked next to it's another 95. We got the LT1 in it though. Dub mono blocks, 26s. What's up, Ed? It's my boy OG Ed. Holler at him for the old schools. It's the old school king right here, boy. I had to lean it because nobody could tell it's on bags. I was like, oh, y'all gonna know. There you go.